Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking into a really surprising case of, well, anatomical mislabeling that's been hiding in plain sight. It involves a common ingredient in Taiwanese cuisine called yaoqi,
That's right. And our mission today is pretty simple. We want to debunk a myth.
a myth that's surprisingly widespread. We're going to dive into Professor Lin's work here to really settle the debate, but also, to sharpen our own critical thinking skills.
Exactly, because this isn't just a kitchen mix-up. The core confusion is that many sources, and we're talking official sources, incorrectly identify yaoqi as the pancreas.
The pancreas.
The pancreas, yes. And when you see this error repeated in, say, the Ministry of Education's own dictionary or on health websites, it really shows you how easily misinformation can spread and become, well, fact.
That's just astonishing. I mean, we're not talking about some random food blog. You see so-called experts on TV, major health networks, all saying that yaoqi is the pancreas.
They do. They often cite its internal secretory functions as a health benefit, but the whole thing falls apart when you just look at it.
Okay, so let's start there with the simple, tangible evidence.
Right. So the ingredient you buy, the one sold as yaoqi, is always this dark red color. And when you cook it, it has a firm, kind of crisp texture.
Okay, I can picture that. What does an actual pancreas look like?
It's completely different. An actual pancreas is soft. It's a micro pinkish, milky white color. It almost looks like fat.
So, not dark red and crisp.
Not at all. And, because of that soft texture, it decomposes very quickly. It's generally not sold as a standalone meat product like yaoqi is. The visual contrast alone is just, it's night and day.
Oh, so what you're saying is anyone could have solved this just by looking at their plate and thinking for a second.
Pretty much.
So what is it? What's the final confirmed identification from the agricultural experts?
It is, without a doubt, the spleen. The Taiwan Livestock Research Institute and other agricultural experts all agree yaoqi is the spleen.
The spleen. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me because the functions of these two organs are wildly different.
Oh, completely different worlds. The pancreas is a powerhouse. It has this dual function, right? Endocrine, making insulin for your blood sugar, and exocrine, pumping out all these enzymes to digest fats and proteins.
A huge digestive role.
A massive one. The spleen, on the other hand, is mainly involved in your blood and lymph circulation. It's a filter, essentially.
That completely reframes the traditional use then.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in practices like postnatal recovery or doing the month. People thought they were eating pancreas for one reason.
But they were actually getting the benefits of the spleen and the key nutrient there, iron.
Ah, of course.
The spleen is all about blood maintenance, so it's packed with iron.
Yeah.
This makes it perfect for recovery from blood loss, which is, it's an entirely logical folk remedy, even if they had the name of the organ wrong.
Let's talk about the name itself. Yaoqi. I understand it means something like ruler at the waist.
Ruler or scale at the waist, yes. And that's the key. That name comes from a pig's anatomy, not a human's.
Oh.
A pig's spleen is long, it's straight, it's flat, and it sits right there near the waist. It looks like a little ruler. A human spleen, by contrast, is sort of shaped like a fist.
So the name literally wouldn't make sense if it was referring to human anatomy. It had to come from butchery.
It's rooted entirely in culinary tradition and pig anatomy, yes.
Now, for anyone still not convinced, Professor Lin had one final, undeniable piece of proof.
He did. The final word in any academic debate like this is histology.
Which is looking at the tissue under a microscope.
Exactly. You take a slice of yaoqi, you put it under a microscope, and you immediately see spleen tissue. Pancreatic tissue looks completely different on a cellular level. There is, at that point, just no room left for argument.
So to wrap this all up, and for you listening, this is the key takeaway. Despite decades of confusion in official sources on TV everywhere, yaoqi is the spleen. It is not the pancreas.
In this case, I think it really highlights a broader lesson for all of us. It's about learning to distinguish between a culinary name, a piece of cultural language, and a hard scientific anatomical fact.
A great point.
So maybe the question to leave you with is this. What other piece of common knowledge have you accepted today that might just be based on a simple mix-up, a linguistic error that just sort of spiraled out of control?